This is taco meat, but not taco meat like what you might expect. If you read the title, you might have guessed this Taco Bell taco meat copycat recipe is made from chickpeas and a few other ingredients. I wanted to make a Taco Bell Soft Taco Supreme copy and make it spot on, but entirely from plants. Taco Bell is already one of the best fast food spots to hit when you are looking for a vegan taco, but that's only if you're in the mood for a taco that tastes like beans. But what if you want a dairy-free, meat-free, soft taco supreme with all of the sour cream, cheesy goodness? You're gonna wanna make it like this. So let me show you how. Before we make the meat, I'm gonna show you the cream. Now I made this cream as a test. It comes out tasting really good, but I actually have some changes I'll tell you about in the end to make this a little different and even better. So first we need our can of chickpeas. I'm gonna drain the chickpeas and save the liquid. This is aquafaba. The liquid in a can of beans contains many polysaccharides, sucrose, and various proteins, which is chemically similar to egg whites. That's what allows it to whip up and make this kind of creamy. We're gonna make something like a sour mayo that will have a cream-like consistency using the aquafaba and 1 cup of coconut oil. And before you freak out, this makes a lot. You're not gonna be using that entire cup in one sitting. You're only gonna be using just a small amount on every taco. So in a large cup or blender, add your aquafaba, a large pinch of salt, the juice of half of a lime, and about a teaspoon of juice from a jar of sauerkraut. You can use any sour juice you like from pickles or just really about anything, but I like to combine the sour flavors to get that right taste. Now I'm going to be using an immersion blender, so I wanted to give this a little blend first and allow it to double up in size. At this point, I messed up. I was thinking my coconut oil was soft enough to blend in and emulsify, but it wasn't. So for the rest of this, I tossed it in the microwave to soften it up and turn it into a liquid, and then I just spooned it in a bit at a time while it blended until the entire cup was used. This is really creamy, and the taste is actually spot on for a sour cream, but it's still a little bit too runny, so I'm going to toss this into a container, throw the lid on, and throw it in the fridge overnight. Now for the meat, this is going to be a combination of a few things, not just chickpeas. I'm already waiting for the comments. I thought it was just chickpeas. No, this is a recipe, and usually recipes involve more than just one ingredient. So I'm going to use the chickpeas and mushrooms. I have an 8-ounce container of mushrooms that I'm just going to quickly wash. You can wash your mushrooms, it doesn't hurt them, and then I'm going to roughly chop them and then toss it all into a food processor. Now you don't have to use shrooms here. You can use tofu, carrots, radishes, even soaked cashews would be really good. Whatever you like, it's going to be about 50-50 along with the chickpeas. Now, I'm also going to be adding 2 tablespoons of hemp seeds. This is going to up the protein and add to the texture quite a bit. Then, a tablespoon of soy sauce, a tablespoon of coconut oil, and a tablespoon of tomato paste. Now, pulse. I went a bit too far on pulsing on mine. I actually pulsed it into almost like a paste, and that's okay. It's still going to work, but you do want it to be just a little bit more chunky than this. Now, at this point, I'm going to move over to the stove, place a non-stick skillet over a low heat with a tablespoon of oil. I'm going to toss the chickpea meat into the pan, spread it out, and allow it to slowly cook. We're going to be cooking this and mixing this, trying to get the mixture fairly dry and almost crispy. This should take around 30 minutes, which is plenty of time for today's sponsor. So I've used BetterHelp, today's sponsor, for anxiety and stress for the better part of 2 years now, and it's made an incredible difference in my quality of life. Starting therapy can be hard. The right therapist for you may not be in your area, and some people find the face-to-face interaction of therapy uncomfortable. BetterHelp helps you connect with a licensed therapist who is trained to listen and give you helpful, unbiased advice. With BetterHelp, you can have your therapy sessions as a phone call, a video chat, or even via messaging if you prefer. It's whatever is the most comfortable for you. Over 4 million people have used BetterHelp to start living a healthier, happier life. They can match you to one of over 30,000 therapists in their network. And with BetterHelp, if the first therapist that you're matched with doesn't seem like the right fit, which is very common in therapy, you can easily switch to a new therapist at no additional cost without stressing about insurance, who's in your network, or anything like that. When I first started BetterHelp, I did not click with my first therapist. I made the switch, and now I've been working with Natalie for the entire time, and she's fantastic. I'm so glad I made the switch. To get started, you'll fill out a questionnaire to help assess your specific needs, and then you'll get matched with your therapist in most cases within 48 hours. Just visit betterhelp.com/Saucestache. Then you'll be able to schedule a therapy session at a time that's convenient for you. So gang, if you think you might benefit from therapy, consider BetterHelp. Click the link in the description or visit betterhelp.com/Saucestache. Clicking that link helps support this channel, and it also gets you 10% off your first month of BetterHelp, so you can connect with a therapist and see if it works for you. BetterHelp, thanks for sponsoring today's video and for providing such an incredible service. Okay, we're back. We've been slowly stirring and browning this up. When it looks like this This is good. Stop here. I kept browning and I took it a bit too far. It's still gonna work. At this point, I'm just gonna transfer this into a container, toss it in the fridge overnight, just to allow this to continue to dry out. Now the next day, my cream looks good, so I thought. The meat looks great. Now to get this going, we're gonna mince up half of a yellow onion. I'm gonna toss it into a pan with a bit of olive oil and allow it to cook until translucent. While it's cooking, let's mince up about 3 cloves of garlic, mix that in, and then add some salt and pepper. Once that's cooked, we're just gonna mix in our meat and add a bit of the star of the show here, which is some Taco Bell mild sauce. That's really gonna up the Taco Bell flavor. I know I'm kind of cheating here, but you kind of need it for Taco Bell. Now for the rest of the seasoning, we're gonna use about 2 teaspoons of cumin, 2 teaspoons of chili powder, a teaspoon of paprika, and a few shakes of cayenne pepper. That's gonna give it that authentic Taco Bell taste. Now mix. While we're mixing, we're just gonna be slowly adding in some water until we get the consistency of that wet Taco Bell meat that we're looking for. And I mean, boom, look at this. This looks like Taco Bell meat. Now for our Taco Supreme taco, we just need some shredded lettuce, some diced tomatoes, I'm using a Roma tomato, and a little vegan cheese. The new Daya will do, and it looks pretty much just like the Taco Bell cheese. For the soft tortillas, the Mission Super Soft Fajita tortillas are almost identical to the Taco Bell soft tacos, so we're just gonna toss those onto a plate with a wet paper towel, cover them, throw them into the microwave for about 30 seconds, and now let's make our tacos. We're gonna start with the tortilla, then the meat. Make sure to not use too much if you want that very authentic Taco Bell experience. I'm gonna be doubling it up so I can just enjoy it. Then we're gonna top with our cream, and here's where I messed up. As soon as that cream hit the heat, it started to thin out. That's okay, we're still gonna get the flavor. Now just top with the lettuce, tomato, and cheese, and boom. This looks like a authentic Taco Bell Taco Supreme, something you're gonna get at the store, not what looks like in the picture. Besides the drippy sour cream, these look pretty awesome, so let's see what Monica has to say and what we could do about that drippy cream. Okay, so the sour cream, I wish I would have thickened it up with something. I think to fix that, you would use like a xanthan gum or maybe like a starch or something, but I think a xanthan gum would probably do it. The flavor's there, so that's good. You've never had a soft Taco Supreme?
I don't know. It's been so long. I may have had a hard taco. Like back then, I really liked hard tacos.
So you might not, yeah, I know. So you might not have any recollection, but if it does strike any sort of like, oh, I remember this, let me know.
I feel like I remember what it used to taste like.
Okay, yeah. I know you're not a Taco Bell fan.
Yeah,
even the vegan stuff, you just don't like Taco Bell. And that's okay.
Ooh,
I like all
wet.
the vegan stuff. Yeah, it is. It's the sour cream's dripping. Okay, cheers.
That tastes what a Taco Bell
Right?
thing would taste like.
Yeah. So does that mean you don't like it?
No, I like it. It's good. It reminds me of Taco Bell.
Go and describe it. I'm gonna use some mild sauce if you want some of this. Let me know.
Okay. The meat has just the general Taco Bell taco flavor.
Yeah.
It's salty, and I don't know how to describe this flavor other than just
Taco Bell
taco flavor.
Yeah.
You know?
It does have a general taco
flavoring.
flavor.
But like everything else is really like, it's all really crisp. And oh my God, the cheese is really good. Like you would never know this is vegan cheese.
It's that new Daya cheese. So Monica, like anytime we do like tacos at home, you don't like when I do like the wet beef. You don't like that, which I know that's Taco Bell. Is
Not my thing.
Is this not your thing here? Is this okay?
This is okay, I'm eating it, it's good. But it's not really my thing, if that makes sense. I don't dislike it, I like it. I think you did a good job on the taco. This type of taco is just not my type of taco.
I know, it's not your type of taco.
I mean, I'm digging in. I'm doing it.
Would you know that the beef was mostly chickpeas?
No, I had no idea.
Yeah, it came out kind of similar to like how like a Beyond Meat would come out if you did the same type of thing.
No, I had no idea. This is awesome.
I'm super happy about it. I mean, I know I took 2 days to make this, but that was only because I really wanted that sour cream to thicken up. If you were gonna make your own sour cream, you know, you could do it the same way. You can also just use like a vegan mayo and the aquafaba, whip that up with like a little bit of like lime and like a pickle juice of some sort. Even like a jalapeno pickle juice will give it like a good flavor, you know, something a little bit spicier. But I'm stoked about this. I'm gonna have another taco.
Yeah, delicious.
Everybody's always looking for like the recipes that you don't like love.
Why?
They just don't believe that you like every recipe. You're like, Yeah, so, and like, I know like a few lately, it hasn't been your thing, so it's kind of nice that, I'm sorry that this isn't your favorite thing, but.
I'm pretty good.
Yeah, you're not like super against it.
No, it's good. All right, well, I'm gonna put this back.
I love it. Oh, you're not gonna finish it?
No. But it was good, I ate a lot.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'll make it a best.